is my dear sweet mother, Linda Beedle. Please come on up, Mom.
Everybody look, it's Ryan's mom. Her name is Linda Beedle. It's Linda Beedle. It's Ryan's mom. It's Ryan's mom.
Oh, that fell off you. Boy, microphone city tonight.
You know, I'm just your biggest fan.
Well, thank you.
I brought you something.
You did?
I brought you a hanky.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
And a snack, because I'm pretty sure you didn't eat today. So I brought
almonds and raisins.
Yeah, a healthy snack.
A healthy snack for once.
Yeah,
Jeez.
I know.
Mom, she brought us hankies because we've been talking for a couple of weeks about how we're going to do this interview without crying.
I'm not much of a crier, but he is. I don't.
It's true. It's true. I don't know where I got it from.
I don't know. Not for me. I keep the emotions pushed down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but, you know, you got a great turnout. You got a good crowd. You know, Jason said, "Oh, does she have like Beatlemania?" So I had to pull a few strings to get you here, but we got you here.
Oh, thank goodness. Thanks so much. Yes, appreciate it.
But you're not on here just because you're my mom and, you
Yeah.
know, you bring me snacks and
Well,
stuff. But
thanks,
you're here because
anyway.
you've created
I
something
did.
amazing for my son.
Yeah.
Well, for everybody, but
Well, yeah.
inspired by
a
my
couple.
son. Yeah.
So shall we start at the beginning?
Let's
there?
just start at the beginning.
Let's see if I can do this.
Well, so Cohen, he's 9 years old. He has cerebral palsy, and so you know, when you have CP, your brain can't communicate with your body too well to do basic normal things. So
as much as I love to coddle him,
yes,
as much as you miss that coddling,
yeah, he's stolen it from me.
He has.
Which is the worst.
You're so jealous of it. As much as I love to coddle him, I know that the goal is always to make him more independent.
Yeah.
And so he has a hard time going like this. So we designed these little socks. We call them a little pulley. So it's a patent pending pulley. And he can put his little fingers through there and pull them up by himself.
Yeah.
So,
And yeah, very, very cool.
Yeah. Thank you.
But also, you know, there's a lot of people who could utilize this. So,
Yeah.
like, you know, people who need physical therapy or just have went through a surgery or something like that. So there's a pair of the socks that they have that little pulley on the side there. And then that's not all you put on them. You put on a little...
Oh, the message is really important to me. I have a good friend, Tammy Farnes, who helped me tremendously with the message. Also, when I started, I should start from the beginning about,
Sure.
like, when I had this idea, I didn't even know where to go or what to do.
Sure.
So I discovered Snap, and most people know Snap as a resource to help with your heating bill and whatnot, but they have a whole women's business center. Mm-hmm. So I went to a very, like, getting started meeting and bring your very rough design, and I did, and everybody was very positive. And from there, interestingly enough, resources that they gave me, Mark Pond here at the library,
yeah.
a giant resource in terms of business, gave me a bunch of information for a business model and just so many things that I think a lot of business owners don't even know that there's a resource here. Yeah. That's not I mean, isn't it interesting?
We have a Bloomberg machine in this library.
Yeah.
The only other library that has that is in New York. Isn't that crazy?
We're special here.
We're very special.
Yeah. So then I started talking to Mark, and I had these very, very, really, your 2-year-old daughter can do a better job drawing than I can. I am not good at it. And then Susan Aldworth, who is an amazing artist, she really just transformed my designs into something very special. And they are beautiful. That is not what they looked like when we started. I had a very backward
You are dyslexic.
Yeah. So it was not quite right. But she understood my ideas and made them amazing. And so we just, it's a lot of fumbles. We worked really hard to find a manufacturer, and it took a lot of...
Well, you just had this crazy idea, like, I want to make socks that have a hole in it so...
Well, we didn't say a hole because nobody wants a hole in their sock.
But I'm saying from the beginning...
Right. Well,
you had to get to a place to explain that.
Right. So we came up with the pulley.
Came up with the pulley.
Yes.
So where do you start from that if you have no idea on how to make socks?
Yeah.
Who do you get to make socks?
Yeah. So.
But you've always been a hustler. I always tell this story. One of the, I swear, if she could be,
kind of
like she makes
like that.
Not quite like that. Dance like a lane.
Like that? No.
I can tell the story that one of the few times I've ever impressed my wife is when we were stuck in Seattle. We needed a hotel, and we went into just the first hotel we saw, and the guy was like, "Yeah, it's $70 a night," and I'm like, "The place across the street said it'd be $50 a night," and he goes, "Yeah, I'll give you that rate," and Lindsay was like, I was like, "I learned that from my mom."
Yeah. Day rate at the Holiday Inn in Yakima.
Oh boy, yeah. We grew up in appreciating little things where we couldn't really go on vacation, so my mom would just rent a room at the Holiday Inn for the day so we could use the pool. She makes things happen.
Palm Springs of Washington there in Yakima, and they don't do that anymore. They got wise to us.
Yeah, well, I like to think that you're the one who hipped them to that swindle.
It was so great, though. Strawberry daiquiris all afternoon, and you guys just were busy.
She used to say, I'm going to go out a little late tonight. I'm just going to have a Pepsi with some friends. And I knew Pepsi was the code word for...
He's never had a Pepsi.
I've never had a Pepsi.
Yeah, thank goodness.
I'm a Coke guy.
Yeah.
But you launched yesterday. We launched a Kickstarter
campaign. Thank you.
Because you want to make many more designs,
Yes.
many different sizes.
We need to add adult sizes. We find that there's a big need for, there's a lot of adults that have problems with arthritis or ALS or so many different things. And so we need to really grow. And so we spent a lot of money up to this point getting a patent and getting, these designs made and getting these socks here. So we need to get to the next step. So that's where we're at.
Yeah. So that's at BeedleBug.com.
Yeah.
That's the website where you can order socks and stuff like
well,
that.
not just yet. After the Kickstarter. Yeah.
There's the link there to find the Kickstarter if
Yeah.
you like. And then, from there, hopefully we'll get...
Yeah.
I mean, it's also just good for little kids who are learning to put on socks and
Yeah.
stuff, developing that fine motor skill and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So it's
And
really,
he's getting it. And
He
going-
is. He
yeah.
really does use them. I mean,
Yeah.
it's pretty...
He's our guy. He's our... Yep, all right. So I wouldn't picture myself here. I never thought in a million years this is where I'd be, but it's been a joy, and it's been the greatest joy of my life to take care of these kids. And
Who's taking care of him right now?
Do you know how hard this was for me? Oh my God! I've sent a few texts to make sure everything was in order. Yeah. So he's doing great though, and then another thing I want to say as a grandparent, my greatest achievement in life. I know this sounds really crazy, but my greatest achievement in life is teaching Townie how to read at 4.
Yeah.
I didn't teach you to read.
I got there. Okay.
Yeah, Townie was 4. I think you were 10.
Yeah. Well, now I work at a library, so.
Lots of resources. Anyway, so that is the greatest achievement of my life, that little guy is. Yeah, and it's just different being a grandparent. It's just different because you're so worried as a parent, like you got to get the stuff done and you got to get the stuff done and you're so worried about da 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 da. And as a I just play with them and I'm just down there and I'm with them and I'm,
Yeah.
you know, I would not change one day. I never thought that we would.
You'd just be a Gigi.
No, but you know what? I wouldn't trade it for anything, but it took a lot of sacrifice on Vince's part and everybody in our family. And I know now the understanding of a true, like, having a village. I didn't have much of a village, but I know what a village is now for you and for them. Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah. So anyway.
BeedleBug.com.
Yeah, that's it. Or Sockietalkies.
You also have socks up at the table over there, so if you're interested in looking at them or purchasing some tonight, you can. They're right over by the stairs there. My dear Aunt Chris is over there. She came all the way in to... She got her dance moves for my mom. So.
Nope, she didn't. Nope. Nah. And then Sockietalkies, the only sock with a pulley and a special message.
Sockietalkies, they're called, yes. And if you grabbed a raffle ticket, we'll wait till the end of the show, but she made a platter of baked goods with a couple pairs of socks attached to them. So stick around at the before the end of the show, and we'll call out a number and see who wins that. But Mom, I can't.
Okay. Don't. No.
I'm just very proud of you.
Oh. Okay. I love you.
And thank you so much for taking care of my babies
Yeah.
and creating this amazing thing. And thank you so much for coming on my show.
Oh my goodness.